this place is not even, it's not even there yet.
Well, I know it's not there yet, but you know.
Haven't got the sign up, haven't got the logos up.
Right. So take me on a tour of what we got, because this is, I'm here with Angelo, you know, but he goes by the trademark name DJ Low. DJ L-O.
V-A, represent, understand me?
Well, can't you make it, was it W? And then Wisconsin, you know.
I know, I'm in here in Wisconsin right now, man. I do what I do.
Okay, so so we outside.
Yeah.
Of the spot, and basically,
I haven't got the sign up yet, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting the sign next week. You know, it's just, you know, we just under construction, man. Just trying to get this thing rolling, you know. And for right now, it's just, you know, we really initially want to do this place for a all-teen club,
right?
You know, but you know, now I'm starting to get more feedback from the kids. They want to do maybe not as often, because right now it's every Friday and Saturday, and so, but until the numbers get up in here, you know, the kids are gonna be very scattered, you know, among the community right now, man. So, well,
actually, it's kind of funny you said that, because in terms of like this place, when I see it, I'm like, man, I need to talk to you, because I can set with you, if you are cool with it, set some dates for some concerts or whatever,
right?
So then we can actually, and then I can start inviting all of the different young people from La Crosse down to Madison to come up here or whatever, you know.
Right.
If that's okay for me to start doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So take me on a tour, man. Let's take a look at it. Let's let people know what's going on.
Okay. Well, like I said, man, you know,
the name of the club is 608 Live. What's the goal? No, you gonna keep the. Wait, you better turn the lights off. Don't turn the lights off, because I ain't gonna be able to see nothing. So 608 Live. What is the what does the name mean?
Well, 608 is of course the area code.
Right.
And live is something, you know, we want to bring something fresh, energized, you know, something to this area, because you know this. I'm new here to the area. There's nothing really that's jumping off. That's what I'm used to. You know, I've been overseas for the last 10 years. You know, and I mean, you know, was DJing in all the mad clubs over there. And but you know, thousands of people,
right?
You know, come here. This and
it's thousands of people who are military related or military affiliated.
This is all, or just Germans, Germans and military combination.
Right.
But the clubs are there huge.
Right. You know so they were looking for those. So and a club, you know, we'll get into it. Take me on a tour, and then we'll sit down, because I'll put the camera. Okay. I want to put the camera on the tripod.
You know,
so
when we first came in, again, we got a little area here, lounging for the kids.
Nice.
You know. Today we just put this little basketball goal, and everybody enjoyed it.
They did. Let me see if I can get a little. Let me see if I can't see it through the camera. Look the whackness. Hold on. Cause I'm gonna have to edit it. So that I actually make the shot.
How many times?
Wait. Wait. It's go.
Let me show you.
Look, I didn't get a good shot.
That was it. It went in.
No, it went in, but I didn't get a shot of it, because I was focusing. Whackness,
man.
You know what? Here's how I do it.
Look at you.
Look, even up close. Look, I'm too short to make it.
That's jacked up. Same.
Go ahead.
I'm going old school. The bar style.
Look at that. That went in too. That went in.
I don't even know. But anyhow,
this is the mighty. This is like the.
Yeah. But like I said, much work to do, man. I mean, the logo is going up here.
Okay.
This is gonna be moved. We're gonna have like the red carpet action going up here with the backdrop. You know, the step repeat backdrop. You know, 608 Live, all of on this wall here. This way we're gonna do the photography action up in there.
Gotcha.
Of course, this is the booth. Me and my partner, Ducky.
Yeah.
You know, representing, you know, South Boogie, Missouri. Him and I, you know, reconstructed the stage. We built this here.
Daggone, he did such a good job on this, man.
I mean, of course, you know, I'm still, you know, old school cat. I'm still, you know, true to my art, my craft. Still on the 1200s, you know, we're still using Serato Live. My amp rack is not complete and everything. I'm gonna include all this in.
Yeah.
So
but this is a dream.
Yeah.
This is a dream. I mean, what's the difference between this one and that one?
Oh, this is a controller. You know, this is the new school stuff here. This is not too expensive. It's got the the Pioneer DJ controller. This is pretty hot too. But again, I usually see it when I got some small gigs and something that is not going to require me using my scratching cutting skills. Yeah. You can still do that on here, but again, this is just on standby.
Now, can you, in your system here, because I was wondering about this real quick for a project that I wanted to see if I can get your help on. Can you record yourself saying something in the mic or in something, and then make it so that it's right on the turntable, so you could be scratching that word?
Yes.
So can you do a sample of that real quick? If you don't mind, getting.
I don't know if I haven't used that. That's on my effects here. Actually, I haven't never used it before.
Or like if somebody had some words as an MP3,
right?
Could they email it to you or put it in there so that you can?
I have another Mac notebook that I typically use that with. I don't have it here with me today.
Okay.
And I use my Mac notebook for all my juggles and everything,
What do you call them, juggles?
Yeah.
What's a juggle?
Juggles is like, if you want, if I want to use my little intro for myself,
right?
I come over hit this here, press start through my software, on the decks tonight, DJ Low.
Okay, gotcha.
All the hype people mixing whatever.
They call it a juggle. I never heard it called a juggle.
That's what I call it.
Now I saw
jingle.
I saw you push a button with that horn. That
right. That's my effects here, and this.
So now, can you load each letter up with something, or is it just only certain letters?
On the Mac, it's only like I have two different banks, actually 4 banks, and each banks hold, I think, was it 6 or 8?
Yeah, different sounds that you can.
I got the kaboom. Let me see here. I haven't even started this one here yet, man,
but how do you use those sound effects when you're doing an event? Because I think I hear them sometimes.
So this here. Nah, didn't need that. You have to edit that out.
Yeah.
But anyhow. That's just one of my scratch albums that I use.
Wait a minute, I hear myself.
No, it's still playing.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, is that me?
No,
I thought it was like me cursing.
That's not you. So anyhow, bro, my monitors, everything, man. That's these here. Believe it or not, man. My satellite system. It's a subwoofer. 2 satellites, man.
Yeah.
That's from Germany. I brought that from Germany. Again, this is an office space here.
Gotcha.
That it's just cluttered up right now while we selling, pop and stuff like this here. We haven't got still junk.
Yeah.
Organized here. I think eventually we're gonna have a coat rack here. We'll get a couple refrigerators, but the kids.
Now this is also this look like a good area for you to sell drugs out of. Like if you was gonna do some extra stuff, that's probably. It seemed like that's like
you crazy, man. So yeah, man. So as you see, we didn't want many chairs in here because the capacity. The city.
What did it say?
Marshall came down here. And I told him.
He said, what did he say? 600 people?
Nah, bro, I wish, but I can't even get 50 people out here tonight. And, but, it's around 125.
Okay.
150, But all the parties I've been doing for these kids, man, has been 150 and above.
Of course, yeah. I got the video footage of it.
200, so, but it's I don't know, man, But,
well, this is a great dance area. And as a person who, usually whenever I come to a place, my head is thinking about performance, and maybe that's a malfunctional part, but I think that's the basketball thing. Okay. Yeah. And maybe that's a malfunction of mine because I'm always thinking about performance,
right.
and you know, I never think about dancing and how important that is. And that's what I want to ask you. So let's sit down and go. You know, you want to do it over here? Or you want to do it over there?
Doesn't matter, bro.
You all right? Let's sit behind this black background right here.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's enough light. And that seemed like a good.
Now, I didn't. You wanted the tour. You didn't finish.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's go.
The layout of everything. Just trying to get a little history of what all we did since.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please.
Okay. So, of course, you know the cabinets here, the 2, 4, 6, 8. These system here. They're again from Germany. I bought these from Germany when I was there. These there are 18s in each of those boxes, so I got
nice.
Those 4 18s and these 2 18s here, so I have a total of 6 18s.
Serious business.
And these cabinets here, believe it or not, man, they were in my storage for 10 years while I was in Germany.
Dang.
Ain't that something? I pulled them out like I haven't changed anything. They're still bumping.
Dang, that's
fantastic. And that's just a blessing, man.
Do you mind? I think in the last gig, I think the people were dancing on top of it.
On top of it.
Is that? Do you enjoy that, or do you?
I'm glad you asked that question because if you remember when I had these other kids were dancing on them.
Yeah.
It was, and it had the light stand behind them. It was the speaker was rocking.
Yeah.
Look what I done. Nothing.
Oh, you got you.
I took the handles off. I put this piece of hardwood on top of it there.
Not bad.
So it's flat, and it's flat on the floor, so they can jump up here and dance all they want to without any interference and everything.
Nice.
We built me and my boy Ducky again. We built these couple stages here.
Yeah.
You know, so the people come up here, you know how the kids, they want to get up here, be seen and everything. So I'm still working on my logo here. I just actually painted this here finished off last night. And as you see, you know, this is going to be a big old record here. I just haven't finished it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a logo here. It's going to be another logo over here, I think. The lights up in the ceiling.
I love how you got the.
This was another challenge for me, man. I had, as you see these bars, man. Me and again, my homeboy Ducky, man, South Boogie. We went and got these pipes from a hardware store. We drilled the holes in them and kind of constructed those. So we actually got these hung. Hanging from the rafters up in the ceiling above the drop ceiling tiles.
Yeah.
We took all the ceiling tiles out in the middle here, and the one that was with the place, and I went out and purchased more and painted them all black. So yeah. Again, all these sets of lights.
Yeah.
Germany, and they're running off 220, man. I have a converter in the back there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It converts from 220 to 110.
Yeah. Why are the lights so important? You know, to a club environment.
That gives you know, why people in here dancing. Got the fog machine up here.
Yeah.
You know, just make the move right. You understand? And I'm not finished with the lighting. My wife think I'm crazy. You know, but I know how important it is to have a nice light show.
That's what I'm saying. What now? She said she thinks you're crazy because
all I want to do is spend money on some lights, speakers, and whatever audio equipment that I can.
So wait a minute, where would she prefer you have your focus?
Well, I mean, right now I'm not saying she doesn't have a choice because she is my wife, she is my partner, but I just know that. As long as I've been DJing in the business, I know exactly, you know, you really have to, you know, have, you know, those two things, the light show and a nice sound system, man. So, And check out these 2 columns here.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice.
And believe it or not, we constructed those too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just thought it was pretty neat, you know, columns. And they're just made out of cardboard. It's real thick cardboard, man. And I just stacked them on top of one another and just built some columns, man. My wife, she put the different color.
The color, yeah, the color tiles.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. You know, that is pretty nice.
So yeah, man. So. And
it's wonderful that you've got her support. I mean, you know, in terms of spending the money on the lights and sound system and stuff like that, having that club environment, what is the magic that...
You gotta have a combination of all the stuff you just said. And that is, you know, let me turn this lights up real quick, man. That everything gotta be, you know, in sync, in club mode.
Yeah.
So to speak. And, I'm sorry, man. I need to get edited and cut it out.
That's all, yeah, I'm totally into the editing part. That's all good. You mind if I grab a pop? You mind if I grab one of these pops?
Yeah, I think
you got a cold in it? Yeah, man. You don't mind, help a brother out. Some,
man, I tell you, dog, I just need some help, dog. What's up? I know I don't even be drinking pop anymore, man.
I know, I'm not much of a, pop drinker as much. This here, so we'll be capturing some audio. Capture some audio right here.
But man, this is a nice spot, bro.
Here, turn your chair. Yeah, right there.
You know, nice hot spot, man. But I haven't found a niche yet to get the people to come out, man.
Well, I mean, see, I have to tell you, you actually are not doing bad. You've actually hit and knocked out the biggest part, in my opinion, which is obviously having the place. And in my opinion, that whole adage, you ever heard of that adage? If you build it,
here we come. You build the stadium, here we come. And really, and I have belief. I pray so much about this place, man.
Yeah.
And ask God that, you know, if this is not, you know, what I should be doing, then by all means, don't even allow the city, the whatever, to even have me to even start this adventure, man. And right now, bro, it's just, you know, this is our first weekend open.
Right. This is the grand opening. Yeah.
Well,
I like what you were doing. I like what you were thinking about in terms of the soft opening. I loved that was part of the goal.
Yeah,
I love that.
But everything didn't come to plan.
Well, you know,
because everything was, you know, it all. I mean, it took us too long to get the place developed because the owner of the building, it took him almost a month, about 3 weeks, to get the floor down, because the floor that I wanted, it was on back stock, so but so it took them a much longer time to get the floor down, and I was waiting on them before I start, you know, to come here and start setting up shop. Had I known, I could have been coming here, maybe start putting up, you know, the lights and start constructing, you know, the DJ booth. But the thing was, we had so much stuff in here when we eventually came in here, it would interfere with them while they're, you know, putting the floor down.
Right.
So it was all messed up, man. And then after we start coming here, so I had always told the guy, I'm gonna need at least 1 month, at least 30, 45 days to just do my portion up in here. And and I really didn't read. This is only it took us 2.5 weeks,
yeah,
if that, to do everything in here. You understand?
Yeah. which is not a lot of time.
That's nothing, bro.
You guys, that means you've been going to work and then
full-time job, and then coming after work, staying here some nights at midnight, past midnight. On weekends, Duck and I, man, spent over 15, 16 hours one day, man. And so it's just, again, everything's behind schedule. Like I said, then the guy was supposed to have my sign made 2 weeks ago. And then when I finally got a hold of him, it was like, hey, you should have came to me earlier. I said, well, I wasn't for sure because the owner said he's going, because we putting a sign, the big sign on the building in the front. He's putting 2 signs on the bill on the.
So people can see it from the road.
On the street there, on the big billboard out there.
Yeah.
And so I went over the last week to talk to the last Thursday, and actually it was in production then for them, to get my logo and everything made for my sign. And then he had emailed me the draft of the logo on last Friday.
What was it called? 609 pre-recorded?
No, but the thing was, it was he emailed it to me, but I never saw it in my email. Oh. It was in my junk folder.
Oh, goodness.
I called him up yesterday and said, hey man, I'm just calling to see what the status is, on my son. He said, I sent that to you last Friday. I'm like, man. He said, yeah, I thought you was something wrong because you didn't call, reply or anything. And I was saying, what are you talking about? I said, I haven't received any email from you. Then he recited my email addresses. Yeah, that's it. I said, let me check in my junk.
Yeah.
So now, that's going to be hopefully, done next week.
Right.
And then, what else next week is happening? Monday, they're putting the Wi-Fi in here.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff, man. I had to go through, getting my business license, all that stuff set up.
How was that difficult or?
Oh, that's easy because anytime you're dealing with the IRS, hey.
Oh, they want to give you a number so they're digging.
Hello. So that one, yeah. So now they're just waiting for some transactions start to happen so they can see where they can get some tax money. But as you saw tonight, they ain't getting too much tax money tonight because it wasn't too much happening. But anyhow, man, I tell you, it's like, it's kind of, this is a very huge challenge for me because I thought it would definitely come much easier. Even though I know this is only really legitimately the first night that, my son is promoting pretty much everything. He has a big, social media network and everything. But man, it turns out to be a little more difficult than what I thought. And so I may have to now refigure, my whole thought process and how to accommodate, the kids in maybe a different manner. Because right now, the kids, a couple of them express it, hey, it's, again, again, like I explained to you and my wife earlier about if the place was packed, no problem. They'd be out here. But, and that's why my wife said, hey, baby, we're going to have to put some tent, on the window just so they can't see in. And I said, I understand where you're coming from.
That's an interesting idea.
But the thing is, they can easily come to the door and
right,
say,
and then just open it up.
Well,
okay, so here's the thing. And this is where you and I, what the mission that I would say that I'm on as a Christian rapper and then now as a podcaster and then now, working on trying to have my show aired on television, stuff like that.
So congratulations.
No, thank you very much. No, I'm working this up. I've got a lot of work to do because what you're doing and what I'm doing, it's starting to, it's like both of us are bubbling with some of our stuff, right? So what I've noticed, and I noticed this about a year ago when we first started really talking about this stuff, I'm grateful for the chemistry that we have and that we see some common ground in what we can do. But what has, and this doesn't trouble me at all, this more, it's a recognition of where I feel that I'm supposed to go and what you're supposed to do, I see the intersection. And the intersection is 608 Live. The intersection is MC/DJ teamwork. You know what I'm saying? I see that. And that is where, over the past several months, I'm looking at in my life all of those intersections. And I appreciate you for the times that you've opened up the club for me to be able to come and rock. Because I think the comment that you made to me before is, you know, they probably did not understand anything I was rhyming about at all. I think that's the way you put it, is that they didn't understand nothing I was saying, but the beat was hitting them, and everything that you did leading up to me being on the mic had them already on the floor, which made it easy. Yeah. I mean, it's I see the importance of that to me as an artist getting on the mic.
Right, I feel you. Yeah, that is. I mean, you know, it does have to have a combination effect in terms of, I mean, when someone's about to hit the stage, and especially when they don't even know anything about who it is that's coming on the stage.
Right.
And so, but yeah, man, but you know, but each time that you have performed, I mean, it's been, you know, it came off real well.
And I was gonna say is that like one thing that I can do, and that I've been preparing myself to do, and I can't even go into, well, I could go into all the work that I've been doing, and that is, I think I've got recorded probably, I don't know, like 40, 50 hours worth of audio material just in the past like 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now the reason why I've got that recorded material, I'm talking about like recorded conversations like this.
Yeah.
For my show. So that way I can put out the podcast episodes, and then in the episodes I can also have my little ads to tell people, hey, this is where we're gonna be at. And the reason why I haven't released a lot of episodes in the past several months is because I wanted to make sure that every episode had a reminder. Hey, I'm gonna be doing a show on this date. Hey, come check us out. And so if you're okay with it, I would love to be able to kind of take my little show and make it so that this will be a place where in Sparta, people will know in this area, and then I can start penetrating, you know, sending invites to pastors and youth pastors and all of them to say, hey, please come and either check out my show, and meaning my stage show, you know, my rap performance or whatever. That's one group. Okay. But then the second group of people that I'm gonna be inviting is people our age to come and be a part of the talk show, right? So that we can trade stories. Because having a place where we can sit down and you know what I'm saying, and you know, so in other words, it kind of, those are the two things that I would say I'd be able to do on a regular basis, so that I can get the live taping of the show, which that it has nothing to do necessarily with with the demographic that you intended this place. You built this place actually to benefit the young people in Sparta,
the community, community.
And you know, and so as you are doing that, hopefully I can grab some of the young people who are not going to go to a club, bring them here, and then we can do a concert. You know what I'm saying? Because like my rap buddies or whatever, right? We can come here and we can set up the cameras, man, and do a taping. Right. Because I think, can you talk a little bit about the thing that you wanted to do that looks a little bit like American Bandstand / Soul Train? Can you talk about that? Because I know that sounds weird. Why? But you know, why would that be important? Because I don't know much about the club scene. Has never really been my scene. So okay. So could you? That's one thing I wanted to talk. Like when you saw Soul Train, or when you saw those shows on TV where they were dancing, did that do something for you as a kid?
As a kid, well, I mean, of course, that's where, you know, some of the most popular and powerful groups, you know, came way back then when the Jackson 5 came out.
Right.
That's pretty much, kind of like right here today. What do we have that's kind of representing some of the similarities of back in the day of those, shows like that? And today I was just asking someone yesterday about this here, and it's nothing other than we having the award shows.
Mm-hmm.
But that's nothing like the syndications of those long running, right? You know what I'm saying? And so right now, man, I just thought that would be a very cool idea. I thought that if we get a spot, a permanent spot where not only can have dance events and everything, but we also can put them on that type of platform,
right,
where they can come in and we can do some live videoing footage and everything. So now, in return, they can see this production, on wherever media where it can
you have no idea. I'm so excited about sitting down, because like when you're editing a show, and I got a chance to edit for my little project so I can get my certificate in this class.
Mm-hmm.
I was editing the thing, and I basically what I do is I videotape, and I've never really focused on the lighting and the this and all of the stuff, because really all I was trying to do is just capture the moment. Because what we have now, the cameras that we have now, even the little camcorder, our little phones, it captures good enough to where you can see what you're doing. So I wasn't worried about being on TV.
Right.
I was more just worried about capturing the moment.
Yeah.
And hopefully the technology has come to the place where when I take the footage that I've already got and edit it so that people can see it, hopefully it'll look good. But I'm so excited about being able to edit and capture wonderful moments.
Right.
When I came to each of the events that you were doing,
mm-hmm.
one thing that I gotta tell you that I was very proud of you about is you had those young people. They weren't out fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't out doing any drugs or drinking. They were in a safe environment.
Right.
There were adults that you had posted up in different spots to kind of watch over things.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just enjoying some music, and to a degree, as you put it in an earlier interview that you did with me, they were being kids. They were being young. They were enjoying. Yeah. So, and I remember, I don't think I ever snuck in a club when I was in high school, but I do remember going to a club environment, and I was an MC at that time, so I didn't really catch that whole
the whole scene of
right, because I was going to the studio a lot. Like my thing was going to the studio and doing a performance or whatever.
Right. So
I wasn't in it like that. And but my point is that I remember that season of my life when I was in high school, and the allure of interacting with all your people, because the school dance is the school dance.
Right. And
the school dance, those were always nah. But then when you go to a spot where it's designed you see what I'm saying? So could you talk a little bit about the club scene? Why is that actually important? Why should somebody even want to?
Well, I mean, when it comes to the young people, man, of course, you cannot compare a school dance when you out here have a public place where they can come openly express themselves and don't have to worry about, under the keen eye of their chaperones and the parents or the school staff, administration. You understand? Because, they come out here and be themselves. And now that they're there, I play music. They want to hear music that they listen to on their own time. Right. They get guys to play music that's,
the Hickory Sticks Band.
Hello. You understand me? That is not cool for these kids, man. Because I mean, I feel like you're being a hypocrite. I'm like this here. I'm a parent of a teenage son, and he has you know, the music he listens to, I mean, I know. And I have to tell him, say, hey, you know, boy, damn, why you got to play, you know, the foul versions and everything, you know? I mean, why don't you know, because everything you see, I try to play the clean versions around these kids. And even though, again, when they're on their own, they're going to listen to what they want to listen to. But anyhow, it's important for, I think, that the kids, you have to allow them to fully express themselves, you know, when they can, and not, you know, trying to put a, you know, a cover onto, you know, them and think it's you know, I just like to keep it real with them, man.
And I mean, what is real? Talk to me about what that is. What's real?
I talk with them. I talk to every kid like they were my own kid. Excuse me. And I have a, you know, a great deal of respect, you know, from the kids in this community, you know, since I've been here. I've only been here for 2 years now. And but I'm just I have always trying to build a good, you know, relationship, you know, from an adult to the kids in this community, because these are, I mean, these are some good kids right here, and it's predominantly a white percentage of people that's here, and but you know, I just never. It doesn't matter, you know. When it comes to music, man, music to me doesn't have any color. You know, it's just about you know, if you like it, you like it, you know, and no matter what it is, you know. I mean, I like all kinds of music. I mean, I'm a hip hop, you know, head to the utmost. But I you know, you probably see me at other events. I can go way out there. You understand?
Yeah, mixing. You know, it's funny because blending the beat of a few country songs. I have done. That is. I have put country
and hip hop together, and so. And the thing is, and you know, and some you know, some people just can't, you know, even DJs can't do that because, oh no, man, I don't play that. I mean, I don't either. I don't prefer that. But if this is the audience that I'm working with, I have to do what I have to do as a DJ artist.
Yeah.
And so, but again, it took me 1.5 years to figure out that this is what I think, you know. The Lord had brought me, my family here for, as far as me musically. I'm like, when I did that first kids dance, back in December the 12th, I said, that's when the light went off. And that's what I've been doing ever since. Because before then, of course, you know, I was DJing on bass.
Right.
I was DJing at, you know, numerous bars and whatever I could play. But honestly, when I'm out there and I'm playing the other genres, I'm like, man, this is not me. I mean, I'm just being real with myself now. Yeah. I prefer, you know, to play something that when I'm on my own time, this is what I listen to, and the kids listen to what I listen to.
Well, see, it's funny because, you know, when I hear certain songs that you pull up as you're blending songs together, it's funny because there is, even though you have stuff from 2015, 2016, you know, you have a passion for some of the 90s, some of the 2000s.
I love it. Like my boy Boss, I was Benjamin said, I love it, cuz. Yeah, man.
So, okay, it's the...
well, I mean, because you got to think, bro. I mean, I'm an old school cat, man. Right. I mean, that's, you know, I was raised up on the 80s and 90s, you know, hip hop, man. And that's to me is the backbone of hip hop, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some of the best music, dance club music, came back in the 90s. And of course, time has changed because this music today is still changing. You know, because now, of course, you know, just a few years ago we were just stuck in that South mode, you know. Which that was some butter beef.
Yeah. Okay. So in other words, do you? Because I was wondering about that. I was wondering about you as a DJ listening and music coming into your hands that you're playing through your systems or whatever. there's got to be some opinions about. It's like the people like this, the people like that. Like I'm wondering. Talk to me about that.
That still happens right here today.
For real.
That's the songs. Then I'm like, you know. But again, see, I have always been this kind of cat when it comes to DJing and music, man. You can almost take away all the lyrics.
Right.
It's kind of sad in a way, but I'm just being honest here. You can take away all the lyrics in a song. Mm-hmm. Just give me that track. If that track is hitting, then then whatever whoever's spitting or rapping or singing on that track to make it even and it's all good. But I just love, give me a beat that just make you do this here. You understand me? Right. And when you got this here, and then somebody come up with some hot lyrics and stuff behind it, of course, that's just gonna make it complete. Right. So, and that's why some people, when I was in the studio with my partner back in Carolina and stuff, man, Virginia, I saw that some producers can start off a song by the lyrics first and put a track on top of that. Right. Or some will start off with a track, then come back and find some lyrics that go. So it all depends on how you mesh those two together, man. And but
because I'm actually in that way, I've done it both ways, but I would say my dominant method is beat first. Right. Then lyrics. Right. Or I will start with a concept, and then I will peruse through my my amount of beats or whatever to say which beat is gonna help me say what I'm trying to say here.
Right. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Concept wise. And then So so in terms of go back to what you were talking about regarding that era. The backbone of hip hop. That is I love that statement. How you said that. Backbone of hip hop.
Man, I tell you, man. I mean, it's endless. I mean, back then, the Biggie beats, the Jay-Z's, the Tupac, Tribe Called Quest. I mean, the list goes on. Nas. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. The beats that was back in the day, I have a whole crate of nothing but 90s hip hop, man. Mm-hmm. And I will if I really had a
that's choice, what I was gonna say, right?
I'll play nothing but 90s. You cut me, that's got my vote, bro.
And you know what? It's funny because I remember I was driving, and Angelo, I'm telling you, it's a realization of age, right? When you have an epiphany of like, man, what? I'm not that age anymore, right? So I'm driving.
I'm old, cat.
Look, I was driving, and there was a song from the 90s that came on, and I was like, oh! And it had up on the screen, it had the year that it came out. Yeah. And I think it said like 96. Right. And I said, my goodness.
Time is gone, man.
Song is 20 years old. You mean to tell me this song or some of these songs could be considered my favorite songs. Right. And you know what I'm saying? Like I can actually say this is when I enjoyed it the most.
Oh yeah, man. I tell you, man, I still think about even tonight, it's like even I did a little session there, some Mary J. Blige. My gosh, I remember this when she came out on the scene back in, I think, 92, I think it was. Reminisce and Real Love. Oh my gosh, man, I was playing at Norfolk Live at Norfolk Naval Base, man. And oh man, that was just an order by nature, and all those cats at that time, and some I guess that reggae. What was my boy's name? But I can't remember.
Talking about Shabba Ranks.
Shabba Ranks. He hit it right on the money, man. But that house was a house call, I think it was. Oh man, boy, was we rocking the dance floor then, man? I'm telling you, man. So, but again, and I still think that people that true hip hop heads that really love that real era, that 90s era hip hop. Right here today, you know, if you had a club or a spot that plays pretty much all that, the 90s hip hop and R&B to the early 2000s and the early 2000s. Yeah, man. I mean, you have a that's some man. That's some of the best music, man.
But see, those people are not necessarily gonna dance.
No, but that music made you dance.
Well, no, it may, but I mean, right now, would they still come in and dance?
Well, see, man, it's a funny thing. The younger cats in there, my son, he lacks old school stuff too. You understand? Because he have, you know, hear me play.
Right. You play.
And so now he loves all bigger stuff, know all the words, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, and a lot of, you know, the 90 artists and songs that was back then. You know, he's more in tune. It's like even now, it's like last weekend we did the warm opening. He said, "No, play some of that old school stuff." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We question that. You know, you got 5 on it. They want to hear that stuff. They want to hear some Nelly. Where Nelly, that hot in here. That's always been that's one of his, you know, anthem songs. You know, the EI song. EI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I knew it. But you know, I think still, I just love music, man. I mean, believe it or not, when if I may go way out in left field on my own, man, I'll listen to some big band.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I love big band.
All that stuff, that man, you know.
Well, see, listening to it on your own or whatever is one thing. It seems like you're in the business of, and please correct me if I'm phrasing it in an incorrect way. You're in the business of helping people party. Does that not a way? No,
that's it. I have always been known for a DJ, you know, that have always make people dance. I play music that's club music. I don't play music for listening, for you to sit down and listen.
Right.
I mean, I can. I mean, if you're gonna do that, just put a CD on and you know, put your iPod on and let it shuffle. But for me, no matter what event I have been at, my job is to get people moving.
So, I mean, is that... Go ahead, what we going to say? Because I think I was going to ask you another question about that, but go ahead.
If I see the people out there tapping their feet and stuff, you know, and they're moving in the chair,
yeah,
I'm doing my job right now. It's up to them now to get up and hit the dance floor, because you know how people are. They're shy, don't want to get up and they don't want to be the first one out there. But...
That seems like a common DJ problem.
What's that?
People being shy and not wanting to get up and dance. That seems like a common DJ problem.
Well, yeah, because,
unless people
that's when you know, who put that? Well, was it Jazzy Jeff or was it Kid Capri? You know, to come out when they're at a party, say, you know, and I still use this phrase today. Hey, everybody, you know, if you want me to help you out, you got to help me out, you know. And you know, hit the dance floor. I mean, if there's a song that you want to listen to make you dance, this all you gotta do is let me know about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because I can sit up here and juggle, go through, you know, a whole lot of songs, the boom, and you know, okay, the boom, go to the next one, and you keep going through your music until you know you get them. But it is up to the DJ now to get them in that groove. You understand me? In the process, you got to build them up and
I was wondering about that. I mean, you know, as a lyricist, when I'm working on an album, I think about that, the elements of what I'm trying to do. I want to make sure that I got some songs that are doing this. I want to make sure, like, I got this whole construction project in my head of I want to make sure that it has all these elements. So I am working that out. Now, that is definitely not the same process that you go through on any given night to create an environment for somebody to dance and enjoy themselves. So what goes into that? What's sort of the psychology or the...
Well, it's a
philosophy
man,
behind
you gotta
it.
understand that because I've been DJing now for over 30-some years.
There you go. There you go.
And I have some idols. You know, one of my favorite DJs. You know, he's maybe not even nationally or internationally known. Is DJ B from back in my hometown, Norfolk, Virginia. Man, you know, I think he's all that for me. You know, I have studied him and on YouTube and listened to him on 103 Jams, man. And I just love B style, and that's why I think I mimic my style from him and you know and some other cats that was that play on 103 Jams, my hometown radio station as well. And then my main man, my boy DJ Lowell, man, from North Carolina, man. Him and I've been partners since back in the early 90s, man. And he's just a talented brother, man. He's in the studio, and that's not all he does is do beats. I can call him up right now. I guarantee you, he's making beats right now. He's been doing it forever, and have made some of the hottest beats, but just haven't gotten that break out in the you know in the public, man.
Is he the one you were telling me that is trying to get an artist that's actually serious?
Yeah.
Is that the one you were talking to me about?
Yeah, I mean, he done ran across people, man, but man, you know, the music industry, man, is a fun business, and sometimes you got to buy your way in. You got to get on someone's team to bring you up and all the stuff there, and there's so much talent out here. You know, people can easily get overlooked, man, and I just think he has been one brother has been overlooked, man. You know, he can man, he's incredible, man. He's a talented brother, man, and I wish he was here, you know, and so I'm just saying, you know, go back to your question, man. Is that, you know, of course the dynamics of the industry changes or have changed over time, and but it's all about the timing. You understand me? It's like even now today. Think about it. There's some songs now that even the kids like, or it's being played now on the radio that's been out 1 or 2 years ago.
Are you talking about specifically this area in Sparta, or are you talking about?
I don't know. That's another good question. I'm not for sure. But yeah, man. And so you know, but as of for me right now, where I'm, you know, the area that I'm at right now, I don't know, man. I can't put my finger on one particular thing that really makes these people tick right here, because the older generations right here, yeah, again, like the way we are, they're all about, you know, they play a lot of country and pop music, you know, which again, they even, believe it or not, there may be even 1 or 2 few country songs I can tolerate, but I just can't do it the entire night. And pop music, of course, is so crossed over that it's a close gap from just straight up hip hop. You understand me? You just got some of these female pop singers, and then they go get one of our, you know, brothers that's rapping, Juicy J or Fetty Wap, and put them on you know, let them come bust a, you know, a rhyme or two and everything, and there you go. And then you got a pop song again.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, but again, I just think that the music is definitely it's swinging, and I don't know where it's going, man. And so, because I thought one time, you know, like even boy Lil Wayne, I thought he was going to be straight up rock and roll one time, you know. But I don't know, man. You know, it's the artists that's coming out these days, man. I tell you, they just come out of the blue, and I'm like, okay. But of course, you know, the radio station and how they market people these days. Right. That's the key to it. They will make you like this song, because they will go to the radio station. You will play this song every hour on the hour. You will hear it so many times, and before you know it, guess what? Man, that song is nice.
You said, this is your program.
You know, yeah, you all programmed, bro. They will program you, man.
Has that happened to you?
Man, yeah. It has, man. I can't say what particular song, but there has been some song, like, when it first came out, I don't know, about that, man. You know, the next thing I hear it over and over and over, man. Like, yeah, that's all.
You know what? The first time I really saw that, and this is gonna sound weird. Remember that song by Outkast, Hey Ya? Remember when that came? So the first time I heard it, I was like, what?
I know.
But then they played it a lot, and I would not say that it's only because of the programming. I wouldn't say it, because it is a good song. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when I listen to it, it is a good quality song and all of that.
But
and, you know,
you gotta understand again that song.
Yeah.
What genre is that put in? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just trying to tell you, the brothers and sisters ain't feeling it too tight in terms of. I don't think you have to play it. It will work in some urban nightclubs or whatever have you, but it will work more in the pop arena. These days, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, and see, and that's the thing. I think that you had a point when you said that corporations or someone has made a business decision that we're gonna play these songs every hour on the hour.
That's money. That's power money, man. I mean, when you have the money to market anything, man, you understand? You can make that come to life. You understand? And it's just about if you got, you know, stacks and stacks of that green to then back up the product that you're trying to put out there.
Yeah.
Then you can make it become fruitation. You understand me? That's just the way it is, bro.
That's a good point.
You know.